Sunday, the 27th of August. As Jamie set off on his bike, he promised he'd be back for tea. But as his mother later discovered, he'd emptied his piggy bank of about £9 worth of savings, and he headed straight for the city centre. He was fed up that day. He and his family had had to come back early from their seaside holiday because the weather was so bad. Jamie doesn't have a lot of friends, and his main interests at the time were his new kitten and his bike. A neighbour of Jamie's saw him just after 5, cycling around Lincoln's main shopping precinct. At that stage, he was on his own. 6 o'clock at Lincoln Station. A passenger had just got off a train from Grimsby.
Excuse me, are you the person in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Well, I just got off the Grimsby to London train because somebody at Grimsby told me there'd been a derailment and I had to get a bus from here to Newark.
That was the case, but normal service is now in operation.
Well, no one told me that, and I've got to be in London by 8 o'clock.
The man then seemed to resign himself to a 2-hour wait at Lincoln.
Newark is 21:15.
Over an hour later, Jamie was still in the precinct. It was well past his tea time. It seems this was when Jamie met his abductor. A witness saw a man carrying a white carrier bag walking a pace behind the boy.
Oh goody, here comes a train!
Minutes later, he was cycling towards Lincoln Station.
What about my bike?
Don't worry about the bike, we'll put it on the train.
Right.
This was the 8:28 local train to Newark. A smartly dressed woman got into the same carriage. She spoke to both the man and Jamie during the half-hour journey. One witness noticed the man kept combing his hair.
Where's my bike?
It's all right, it's in the guard's van.
The woman may have vital information, but so far she hasn't come forward.
Mama, bike?
9 p.m, Newark Station. There was 15 minutes to wait now for the London connection. The station manager remembers them well.
Is this bike yours?
It's my bike.
Oh, well, I'm afraid he'll not be able to load it on the train here. Would you mind taking it down to the guard's van and load it at the rear of the train, please? Would you mind not riding it, son, please? Just walk it down to the bottom. Would you mind?
Come on, we'll walk it down then.
Right, thank you very much.
It seems they didn't go as far as London. They got off the 125 King's Cross train at Peterborough. Jamie roughly remembers the route they took from the station.
Where are we going?
Don't worry, it's not far.
He remembers going past the taxi rank. They followed the cycle track by the A15, Bourges Boulevard, and turned right into this underpass to cross the main road.
What did you say your name was again?
You can call me Steve. Or Dad.
The cycle track continues past Johnson's Frozen Foods. Jamie remembers the graffiti there. From his description, it seems he was taken to an upstairs flat. He had a bedroom to himself and apparently wasn't molested. Piecing together the information Jamie's been able to give them, police believe the flat is somewhere around Cromwell Road and Gladstone Street in Peterborough, an area full of flats and bedsits. Next morning, he was given some breakfast. Then, finding himself alone, quite simply, he let himself out and set off towards Peterborough on his bike. He spent that morning cycling around close to where he'd stayed the night, between the Cromwell Road area and the Queensgate shopping precinct. Then he left his bike to go and look in the window of the cycle shop at Cowgate. In those few moments, the bike had disappeared.